As the death toll continues rising after Hamas's attack on Israel, Governor Pritzker spoke publicly about it for the first time today, condemning the deadly assault. He and other elected officials met with members of the Jewish community in the Chicagoland area. State Capitol reporter Theodora Coulivaris live in our Capitol newsroom. Theodora, what else the governor have to say?
Well, Brandon, the governor says he's putting the state's law enforcement agencies on alert to protect synagogues and other places where Jewish people meet. Pritzker says there's no immediate threat that has been detected, but they are remaining vigilant. And he made it clear that Illinois stands with Israel.
The people of Israel should all know that America and Illinois unequivocally stands with them in their battle to end the ongoing Hamas attacks.
Governor Pritzker declared the state's support for Israel after Hamas launched a violent attack over the weekend. He and other elected officials stood in solidarity with the state's Jewish community on Tuesday.
Let me be clear. There are many peace-loving Palestinians, and we must honor them. But Hamas is a terrorist organization, an army of murderers backed by Iran.
Pritzker expressed concern for the Israeli people and called Hamas's taking of more than 100 hostages, quote, sickening.
The whole world can see the images and videos of the invasion, the slaughtering of Israeli families, and the kidnappings of loved ones is sickening.
Comptroller Susana Mendoza also condemned Hamas's strike.
It was a coordinated attack of epic cruelty and inhumanity.
Some members of the Illinois House and Senate signed a letter calling for peace in the Middle East.
I'm absolutely heartbroken by the violence that we're seeing in the Middle East. I mourn the loss of all lives. No civilian should ever be killed or be put in harm's way.
State Representative Abdel Nasser Rashid is the first Palestinian American to serve in the General Assembly and one of the members who signed on to the letter. He believes the only way peace can be achieved is by addressing Israel's decades-long occupation of the Palestinian territories.
We have to talk about that if we truly want every single person in the region to live in safety and security, Palestinian or Israeli.
State Representative Carol Ammons also signed on to that letter. So far, 14 Americans have been killed in the conflict, and the death toll on both sides currently stands at about 1,900 people. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Theodora Coulivaris, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, tragic news over the weekend there. Thank you, Theodora.